Good morning, all of our investors, family, friends. We missed you guys in November. Holidays kicked off, and so we want to wish everybody a belated happy Thanksgiving. We all know you're still pushing because we got a ton of holidays ahead of us. But with that said, let's kick it off. So there's a major shift happening, and a story I really want to tell you guys. And so we have a fantastic product, right? What we've built here at OJL is a place that residents want to live. Uh, Improved amenities, new paint. It's a place that our existing tenants and our new leases and our new tenants really enjoy. And so over the last couple months, we realized we had a great product, but we had poor distribution. We really weren't getting the message out. People didn't know what was going on. And since we've had a temporary help for our on-site manager, she was freed up to do a lot of that legwork, right? Reaching out via Facebook, things of that nature. And it really shows. And why is that so important? I want you to take a look at our physical occupancy, right? October, we're at 86%. At the end of November, we're closer to 91%. And now we're trending closer to 92, 93% with the most recent information. Economic occupancy is also improving, right? We're up almost about 150 basis points, if I'm being honest. And then collections, that's a place that has really improved, right? Going from a low of low 90s, right? And we're at above 96%, which is really significant. And so, all that to say is we've really turned the corner, especially in a time when it's difficult, right, to get new leases. It's difficult to get these renewals. It's difficult to get traffic, right? Between Thanksgiving and New Year's, the world essentially stops because we're all focused on, the holidays and cooking and family and traveling and things of that nature. So this is significant, and really sets us up well for 2026. Another thing is on our leasing strategy. We reduced pricing on two units, or two unit types, I should say, uh, with those units getting leased. And every time a unit gets leased, we increase our price by $50. And we've seen significant improvement there. We're competitive and we're signing new leases. So I'm really excited about that. And then as far as our renewal rates go, we've been able to achieve significant renewal rates. I think over the last 2 months, we've only had one non-renewal, which is pretty significant. And we had quite a few renewals. And the reason is they bought a home. And so I'm actually happy for them, and the team's actually happy for them. And so we've been able to push those renewal rates. We've been able to include the internet and cable that we bundle for $55. And so overall, a ton of momentum going into next year, and we're thrilled. Turning it over to you, Nick.
Thanks, Andrew. So, financial snapshot. I love budgets. I've been doing budgets for many, many years. So, kind of comparing actual to budget. This has ticked down a little bit, but to kind of Andrew's point, we've really increased occupancy a ton by getting that temporary help. That temporary help is the major impact. It was an additional expense over the past 2 months, to make sure we get that occupancy up. And 92%. We just had our call with the property manager today, trending towards 93, so feeling really, really good about that. And it's allowed us to reach the highest revenue that we've had since July. It's kind of been trending down. So we feel really good about that. So overall, NOI behind by 4% because of that increased expense. That temporary person has since left at the end of November. So the expenses will kind of go back in line with what we're used to. Distributions, last one was paid in November. We started December this week, so you should be getting that sometime next week. Great time for the holidays. And this is a slide. Like I said, I love doing the budget process. It's a great way to measure performance of the property. So this slide is very similar to kind of the last update. So I'm not going to go into detail here, but we got an additional update with the insurance. We had an 11% decrease in property insurance. We got an additional It went down to 20% compared to what we previously paying. So feel really good about that. We're seeing that kind of across the board in Texas, across the board in the United States. And that's definitely going to help in our actual to underwriting performance. So Ellie did a ton of work organizing a financial literacy event that she's going to talk about that happened during the Thanksgiving time frame.
Hey everyone, thanks Andrew, thanks Nick. Yes, the November financial literacy event was great. We had Great Plains come out. They did a little bit of Spanish, a little bit of English. They did some financial literacy for our events. The residents really enjoyed it. They had a great time. The on-site property manager, she made these gift baskets for the first so many residents that came out. And it was really cool. They appreciated it, had some Thanksgiving goodies in there for them, and they got to walk away with just a bunch of little freebies, and they were really excited about it. And also got to have some great information from Great Plains. So yeah, go on to the next page. So for the next 90 days, we're going to continue to monetize our Wi-Fi cable package. We have about 60 residents on the program right now. It's up from 40, and that's a part of that ramp up system that we're doing. And so really good about that number. And then just looking for the future, as we get those leases renewed, as we get the leases coming in, we're going to continue signing residents up for that. And that's just a part of our system that we are in. We have the parking lot that's going to be striped pretty soon, and the lender is going to release the remainder of the escrow payments. We got that check last time. I think we had mentioned to you guys in our last update that was deposited in our Oaks at Jane Lane account. And so now just looking towards getting the rest of the items done. And also we're going to continue to monitor delinquency, occupancy, and we're going to continue to test pushing rents. Some operators, they kind of fall asleep at the wheel, and that's not us. Every month week by week, we're monitoring all of these items and continuing to just try and push rents a little bit and see where we're at, and just being very diligent with that and working very closely with the property management company. Nick and Andrew and myself, we meet often and go over comps and just make sure that all of our numbers are good and still continuing to push. Do you guys want to add anything else?
I think we're good.
We're good. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us for this update, and we will see you at the next one.
Just want to wish everyone Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and Happy Kwanzaa. If I missed any major holidays, send me an email. I didn't do it on purpose. I'm just not aware of it, so I'd like to learn something. But you all take care and have a wonderful holiday.
Thanks, everybody.